So this guy, his name's Alan, and Alan wants nothing more than for people to think he's all high class and fancy. So then Alan, he becomes a career con man to try and get rich, and he commits a bunch of fraud. And he keeps getting caught, so he's constantly in and out of prison. But then, one day, unfortunately, his father passes away. And Alan, he inherits a fourth of an oil interest. Now, this oil interest will pay him about $25 a month. So, it's not much. But he is now technically, officially an oil man. So with that, he starts his own oil company in Texas called Prosper Oil and Gas. And Alan, he's a charismatic guy and he has good marketing skills. And he starts attracting people to invest in his company. And soon the money starts rolling in. And pretty quickly, he's got more than 100 people investing in his oil and gas company. And he's controlling around $7 million of their money. So then he hires a bunch of employees and he starts spending all that money. And he buys himself a mansion and he buys his employees expensive gifts, nice cars and Rolexes. Here's the thing though. Alan just recently got out of prison, so he's technically still on parole, and he's not supposed to open any new checking accounts or credit cards. So then, of course, someone tips off the feds, and they start investigating, and they discover that his oil company, Prosper Oil and Gas, is nothing but a big Ponzi scheme. And poor Alan, he knows the feds are onto him. And he can't be rich and fancy if he goes back to prison. So he meets up with his assistant, who is also his boyfriend. This guy, Cody. And Alan and Cody, they decide to flee. And they take a train from San Antonio all the way to San Francisco. And once he's there in San Fran, Alan, he can't just lay low. He's gotta be fancy. So he immediately starts making money by setting up a new oil company, and he starts collecting new investors. Meanwhile, he and Cody's relationship, it starts breaking down, and they start fighting. And Cody, he's like, "F*** this," and he decides to leave. So he flies back to Texas, and there, the feds meet him at the airport, and he tells them everything about Alan. He snitches. So then, bam, they go and arrest Alan in San Francisco, and he's sentenced to 20 years in prison. But prison isn't gonna stop Alan. He can't be high class and fancy in there, so he starts making plans to escape. And even while he's locked up, bro is still scamming. He sets up a bunch of fake companies and collects more investors, and he cons around $700,000 from people. Now eventually they relocate him from the Texas prison to another facility in Colorado. And at this point, he's been locked up for 6 years. And here's a selfie he posted while in prison. So anyway, Alan's ready to get out and he starts working on his escape. And one day, he jumps into an unattended prison van and he quietly just drives away. And that's it. That's how he escaped. So later, he abandons the van, he rents a U-Haul, and he stops at Walmart and Target to buy a non-prison outfit. And then he heads to Texas. And once he's in Texas, he just disappears. Like he just falls off the map. And there's no record of him after that until about a year or so later, when he turns up in Palm Beach, Florida. And when he first arrives in Palm Beach, he sees all the rich men and women there, and they're dining and they're socializing at their croquet clubs, and they're all just so fancy. And Alan is like, "Ooh, these are my people. I want to be one of them." So what does he do? He invents a new identity for himself. He changes his name, and he finds himself a younger boyfriend, a shoe salesman. This guy, Kevin. And Kevin, of course, has no idea Alan is an escaped convict. He thinks he's a wealthy oil man. Regardless, they're together one day and they go have lunch at the local croquet club. And that is when they meet this rich older woman. She's a widow, so we'll call her Widow. And Widow is exactly the kind of person Alan needs to win over. And lucky for him, she thinks he's hilarious and charming. And so Widow, she starts inviting Alan and Kevin out to events. And she starts introducing them to her wealthy friends. And soon enough, they all go to a big fundraiser. where Alan, he gets photographed by a local magazine called the Palm Beach Daily. And this magazine features that photo in one of their issues where they're showcasing some of the wealthy people of Palm Beach. And this is a huge deal to Alan because it means that he's finally made it. He's finally an accepted and respected member of this exclusive Palm Beach club. He's finally, officially, all high class and fancy. Until one day, someone, we don't know who, someone who knows Alan and knows he's an escaped convict, they read that magazine that he's featured in, and they see his photo, and they recognize him instantly. And of course, they go and they snitch and they tip off the feds. Like, hey, that guy's not fancy at all. He's a convict. So then the feds, they go to Palm Beach and bam, they arrest Alan. Here's his mugshot. And he gets charged with mail fraud and wire fraud and escaping custody. And he actually hasn't been to trial yet. So as far as I know, he's still waiting in jail for his trial to start. And he's probably feeling, not so fancy anymore.
You see, for this life, that person when you think say, na your main man, na your best friend, that person when you swear say no go fit betray you, na that person, we go finally stab you at the back. But that person where they call enemy, where you think say if you do and undo, that person if you no do wetin your best friend fit do you. If you no even do half. Imagine for this story now, person where una dey together. Person where una dey together. Because of simple quarrel, you go report, if go your back, go report you. Go this thing, go rat you out. This same thing na same thing wey happen to Hush Puppy. That time wey this thing they hunt for Hush Puppy that period. Now the same thing wey happen to Hush Puppy in friends, in best friend, in best guy because of simple misunderstanding, in best guy go report am to FBI. FBI come Dubai, come carry am come out. For this life, trust only yourself. Now wetin I wan tell you now. For this life, just trust only yourself. Trust only yourself. No go dey share your secrets. No be everybody wey you see go dey share your secrets. There are some things wey you suppose dey keep for yourself. No be everything wey you suppose tell people. No be everything wey you suppose tell people. There are some things wey you suppose keep for yourself, like for yourself. No even suppose share them. No suppose give am. And no give anybody 100% trust because human beings, their nature, human beings are very, very cunning in nature. No matter how person feel dey quiet or person feel like you or anything, if person won't wound you, if person make up your mind say he won't betray you, he won't wound you, he go extra mile. And money fit cost am in do am. Money fit cost am in do am. So try if you dey like person, like person with your brain, not just like the person with your heart, like the person with your brain. You understand? Not be everything wey suppose dey share person, dey give person. And watch out for those that you make your friends. Not be everybody where you talk say, okay, na my friend. You go go the anything if one do one kind thing, you go tell them. If one do another thing, you go tell them. There are some kind of things where you suppose keep for yourself. Say, make I just keep this particular secret. Understand? Make I just keep this particular secret. Like this video, share this video, comment on the comment section, and follow me for more videos. Thank you.